good morning, everyone, and we are live early this Thursday morning. I know I haven't done any of these all week. I'm supposed to be talking about morning motivation, but I haven't been putting them out. And sorry if the signal's coming in bad on you guys. What's happening? Sorry if the signal's coming bad on your end. We got inclement weather out here. Lightning is up ahead. I can see in the clouds. But nonetheless, we're on the way to work. I don't even know if I had put the title on here or whatever. Yeah, bonjour, buen dia, and all that good stuff, Jared. But the topic, I didn't know if I put it on there. It was supplication, supplicate, and starting these mornings out, as I always say, even before your feet touch the ground, we definitely need to keep this. For those of you who are interested in this, if not, you shouldn't even be watching this, like I said. But supplication, for those of you who don't know, supplication is one of those things. It is a form of prayer, or requesting something, or asking for something. And whether this be, whatever you want to call it, God, whoever, the universe, stuff like that, this supplication is basically to get what you want in the grand scheme of things, even if it's something small. You know what I'm saying? But the thing I guess a lot of people don't really get about supplicating, especially when we're talking in the sense of the Almighty and God, is that it has to be repetition. You have to constantly do it. It's not just like a one-time thing. Even though the universe, and they say that God hears us the first time, you don't, just like the messenger of God used to say in your prayers, whenever you're praying or supplicating, don't yell or don't raise your voice when you're doing so, because it's not as if God can't hear you. Anything that's hidden, He knows. He's fully aware. So don't feel like God is unaware of what it is that you are thinking, even if you're supplicating in your mind. So that's the key to these things. And like I said, people think it's magic and all this other stuff like that. It does work with repetition. Is when you believe, if you have this conviction of, constantly saying what it is that you want. If this is what you want out of life, if this is what you want, you're asking for that help. It don't work for you probably because you don't do it. You do it once, then you give up. And I don't know if you're asking for something like completely outrageous, which is understood, but it's about repetition, and I can't say that enough. It's like, put yourself in a position of, you have a child that's 2 years old, right? You have a child that's 2 years old, and you're constantly nagging. You're constantly nagging the parent. The parent is constantly like, give me this, 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 give me this. And eventually you're just gonna, for the most part, a lot of times, that kid keeps bothering you. You're gonna give it to that kid, what it is that they want. But also, in the grand scheme of things, if it's something, what we must remember when you do supplicate for something, you think it's, as I always say, you might think it's something that'll benefit you, but in the end, it might be something that will destroy you. But I guess a lot of people say, well, give me that chance to destroy myself. You know what I'm saying? Give me that chance to destroy myself. But there's many things, and there's many there's many narrations of people who have asked for stuff through supplication, and everything that they've asked, even with some things that are vain, it has been granted to them. And this has been documented. You know what I'm saying? It's been documented. And understand when you say document. You're like, okay, I need to see proof. You know, if you need to see that proof, then it's out there. If you need to see that much proof, then you aren't really a believer. These people are, it's like traffic is going, I'm sorry to cut, traffic is going so slow, but people act like they can't let one person over. It's not even going anywhere, dude. Like, anyway, let's not get out of that mood. We're staying in this happy room, this happy place. But I say that to say, and people that I've known, they have made supplication for something in particular, and some of the stuff has even been like for like, you know, vain reasons or a vain object. You got people out here supplicating for you know, with you know, for lustful reasons, for this certain woman, this certain man, for sex, you know, all types of stuff like that. You know what I mean? But along with this, the biggest thing is, if you're just sitting back supplicating and you're not trying to even put out any effort, which is what I constantly say, it's not about accomplishment, it's about effort. As long as you're making some type of effort to help yourself in that direction, the Almighty will see that you are making that effort, and instead of just sitting back expecting Him to do everything for you. And then once again, the life that you're living. I always say, I said this on my past Sunday sermon. I don't want to be talking too long here. I've been on there 6 minutes. Look at the lifestyle that you're living. I'm sorry if I know I got a bad connection. It's like lightning, you know, in the skies right now, so that probably could be affecting things. But you guys can still hear me. Yes, folks really supplicate for sex. This is true. But what I'm saying is, I believe it was Cool Coley was saying on here that it doesn't work for him. Look at the position. What are you doing in life? How are you living your life? Are you oppressing someone? Are you oppressing yourself? You know what I'm saying? Are you destroying yourself in the process? Are you trying to help other people? This is all comes into the fold of these things. But what most of all is this repetition. You have to keep it up. It's called remembrance. Not only you're supplicating, but you're also remembering. You're remembering God, or if y'all on that, whoever's on that universe, you're remembering Him at the same time, in a constant state of this remembrance throughout the day. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You know, you can supplicate all the way on your way to work, just repeating this, repeating it, you know, asking for this, you know, and eventually it'll come to pass. They said there's only there's like 3 or 4 reasons why supplication won't be answered, or your supplication won't be answered. Because either it's not at the point where you're ready for it, and if it were to be answered, it would destroy you. God receives your supplication, but He postpones it for a later time, or He basically has received the supplication, but it's something that you aren't doing, or something that, like as I said before, the lifestyle you're living and things like that. You know what I mean? You say the secret. This isn't, I guess it can go along with the secret, but I'm speaking more so as far as in terms of God. You know, but I guess this is the secret to getting what it is that you want when you say this. You know what I mean? It's about effort. So it's not no like magic, you know, all that other stuff. You know, it was written, God said, haven't I given you everything that you've asked of me? You know, have I not given you everything that you've asked me? If you sit back and you think of things in the grand scheme of it, you know, about the blessings you do have, or stuff that you have asked, people, you know, when have prayed for something or supplicate for something, and you get it, sometimes you tend to not even be content once you get it. And then you want to move on to the next thing. Well, I want this now. And you totally forgot about the path to you getting that what you already supplicated for or something. So some of you can't go through life and just say, I never got anything. I've been praying forever. I never got anything. You know what I'm saying? To be in this state of mind. So, when it does come to pass, it's a good feeling because you can feel it. It's almost like your body is vibrating. You know, when something does come to pass that you were supplicating for, it's that good feeling. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna be talking on here all morning, man. I just wanted to get that out there. You guys start your supplications. You know, for those of you, before you start your supplication, you can do it any time of day, but in the morning it's just like when Moses told the Hebrews before God came down off of Mount Sinai, and he told them that they must sanctify themselves the day before. They must get clean, they must wash themselves and things like that. They must purify themselves, perform ablution, you know, all that stuff, not sleeping with your spouse and all this other things like that. But to be in the presence of God, they must sanctify themselves. This is what Moses told the people of Israel, the Hebrews at the time. So that's part of that effort. You're making that effort with this meeting with God by coming to Him, if you want to say sanctified or clean, in a state of cleanliness, in a state of ablution. You know, ablution, ablution. If y'all like what the hell is he talking about? But yeah, just keep that in mind. You know, morning or night, but the key is repetition throughout the day. You know what I mean? I'll talk about fasting on another one, because that's one of the ones I want to talk about. You know, later on one of these videos. So with that being said, you know, shout out to everybody who tuned in this morning. You know what I mean? And you know, y'all see the links in the description. Check me out on all platforms. Make sure y'all click support, all that good stuff. I'm trying to make it on Patreon soon. I'm trying to put things together, you know, to help more people out. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, child of God. Peace be upon you. I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to take the Patreon to help more people out in a more intimate way rather than just speaking to you through here. You know what I'm saying? So y'all look out for that. Like I said, links is in the description. Y'all make sure y'all check me out. Remember, anything lost can be found again except for time wasted. You know, peace be upon you all and the mercy and blessings of the Almighty. And you guys have a extraordinary day. Remember, anything can happen. So, you know, you guys have a great day. I'm out of here. Peace.